Hello and welcome to A.G.Zone. In this video, we'll be discussing about regulation of respiration in our body. As you may have known, when we run, we respire more frequently and rest of the time normally. That means humans have a significant ability to maintain and change the respiratory rhythm to suit our body demand. This simply means when we run, the rate of exchange of gases also increases. That means oxygenated blood is carried from lungs to muscles and deoxygenated from muscles to lungs in a faster pace. This is done by our neural system. In our neural system, there is a specialized center in the medulla region of the brain called Respiratory Rhythm Center. In this image, you can see the medulla region of the brain. In this region, there is the respiratory rhythm center, or we can call in short as RRS. Above the medulla, there is another region named pons. In this pons region of the brain, there is pneumotoxic center. This pneumotoxic center helps in the moderation or change of the functioning of respiratory rhythm centers, means it takes a control over respiratory rhythm centers. Basically, the signals from these centers helps in the reduction in the rate of inspiration, thereby changing the respiratory rate. But how does pneumotoxic centers detects when to change the rate? This is by chemosensitive area present near it, which helps in detection of CO2 and hydrogen ion concentration to change the respiratory rate. So whenever there is an increase in these signals is related to the rhythmic center to make necessary adjustment to eliminate these substances. These similar effects can also be seen in the respiration associated with the aortic arch, and carotid artery also detects changes in CO2 and hydrogen ion concentration and can send signals to the rhythmic center to eliminate these all. The role of oxygen is not much considered in this. Now let's move to the disorders of respiratory center. In the disorders, first disorder we have asthma. It is most common disorder. It is generally detected as the difficulty in breathing cause wheezing, due to which inflammation of bronchi or bronchioles are the main reason for it. Alveoli are not mainly responsible for it. It is the bronchi and bronchioles which due to the inflammation of them which causes difficulty in breathing. Next disorder we have emphysema. As you can see in this diagram, a healthy alveoli gets disrupted, or the walls of the alveoli gets disrupted. By this, the surface area of the lung decreases, leading to less exchange of gases. This is known as emphysema. The main cause of emphysema is cigarettes. And for the last up, we have the occupational respiratory disorder. In some industries, especially in grinding and stone breaking industries, which include long exposure to dust and other smogs, which have an adverse effect on lungs, as this cannot be filtered by the lungs itself or our body. As long as to prevent them, we need to use masks. The main problem these cause is fibrosis, which means proliferation or damage of the fibrous tissues in lungs. That was all for this video. If you like this video, consider subscribing.